Let's go over the 5-minute opening range break from an absolute basic beginner level standpoint. I'm going to break this down as the most simple day trading strategy you could possibly execute. I'm going to show you exactly how to mark it out on your chart so you can be successful. The only thing you need to do on this video is just sit back, take notes, and watch it. Save the video, watch it again later, or follow along with me as I'm going through this and mark it out on your own charts. This strategy is very, very simple. And if you target a fixed risk to reward system, you will be a profitable trader. When you are consistently targeting a 1 to 2 risk to reward, as long as you win on your trades at least 33% of the time, you are break even. Anything over 33%, even 34%, it wouldn't be overly impressive, but technically, by the numbers, you would still be a profitable trader. So when you look at backtesting results on the 5-minute opening range break, as long as it's over 33%, technically on paper and the math confirms it, it's profitable. So let me show you exactly how to put this on your chart so you can start executing it right now today. Okay guys, so I'm in TradingView. You can be in whatever charting platform you use where you trade or where you just do analysis, but I like TradingView. I'm in here and I am on gold, GC1, and I am in the New York time session. So once you get in here, the very first thing you want to do is at the top, whatever time set you have here, you want to be on the 5-minute chart. Once you get here, down at the bottom, you have all of your 5-minute time frames in 30-minute increments, and you just want to find this 9:30 block right here. So this 9:30 candle is your first 5-minute opening range candle that you want to mark. It's the very first 5 minutes of the New York opening session. So on the left-hand side, you want to take your rectangle tool and go right here at the top wick to the bottom wick. Now, I'm going to say this very basic. If you are brand new to trading, look at this candle right here. This part that's all red is called the candle body, and these that look like wicks are called the candle wicks. So when you're marking out the zone, you want to get the top wick and the bottom wick. You want everything that was a part of the price action in this 5 minutes of the New York opening range session. So we are marking again from top to bottom. This right here has established our opening range. This is the first part of the opening range break. You need to identify the opening range, and now we've done that. So we'll move into step 2. You do that on the 5-minute time frame. Now we drop down up here where we have our time indicators, our time frame changes. We go to the 1 minute. And you want to scroll back to the very beginning here. So the opening range break consists of you are looking for this opening range, a breakout with these candles, whether it be below or if it were opposite, it would be above. Either way, you're looking for one of two things to happen. You want this to break, and then of the two pieces you're looking for a zone retest where it leaves the opening range and comes back and touches the range. Now, traders do this different on the opening range break. Some people, they just wait for a break and a retest is what it's called of the lower end of this opening range. Right here is where they will make their decision. Since this went bearish, it retests right here. They're going to assume it's also going to go bearish, and you can see up here that it does. So they will enter their position right here, and it would look something like this. The minute it retouches the zone, they're setting their stop loss at the opposite side of the zone, so the opening range high. They're leaving it some room to maneuver and chop around in here, and they're going to target whatever their risk to reward is. So in my scenario, I target a 1 to 2. So you can see this red zone right here, the stop distance is 8.2 points, which means my green distance down here, I need to be at least 16.4 points. So I'm risking one, whatever that is for you, whether it's $100 or $500 like I do. I'm risking $500 to have the opportunity to make $1,000 if it goes how I think it's going to. So I would want to bring this down to 16.4. So this would establish right here my initial retest of the zone. This is one strategy of it. Set your stop loss at the top of the opposite side of the zone, whether it breaks above or below, you go opposite opening range for your stop loss, and then target a fixed 1 to 2 risk to reward. You can see here, if you would have done that, it does chop around, but it doesn't hit your stop loss up here. And eventually, right over here, it would hit your take profit and you would have a successful 1 to 2 risk to reward. That's the first way that you can operate this opening range break. I personally wait for a midpoint retest. So let me show you one cool thing you can do in TradingView if this is new to you. Once you get your rectangle set, which is your 5 minute opening range bracket, you can double click the rectangle and check this box for middle line. The reason this is important is because my strategy, I wait for a midpoint retest. I want the middle of the zone to be retested and then also see if it's going to be defended. If the sellers that pushed it below right here, if it starts pushing like it's going to go bullish and break the other side of the zone, are the sellers who pushed this movement here going to allow the buyers to reclaim it and then defend it? So I go off of the midpoint. I don't wait for a retest. I wait for a retest of the midpoint, not just the zone in general. So for me, this big candle comes in and it touches the midpoint. I would either go in here, but I like to wait if I can to see what this next candle is. If it immediately turns sellers like it did, this is a perfect example. It immediately goes, sellers start pushing it down. I would enter in ideally as close to the midpoint as I can. But let's say I caught this one a little bit later because I'm waiting just to see, and I catch it a little bit below the midpoint on the way back down. So I have a little bit bigger stop loss, and I am targeting a 1 to 2. You can see my stop is 5.3 points away from entry, and I am looking to get 10.6 points, which would be right here. Now, this is a very, very clean 5 minute opening range break and retest of the midpoint. My range is established. It breaks below. It retouches the zone. That's an indicator for option one. It then retouches the midpoint. That's my key right there that I'm looking for. I go in and I am looking for a 1 to 2. So this at the bottom, if you look, is at 10:01 a.m., 31 minutes after this range was established. At 10:01, I make my entry. And over here, down at the bottom at 10:11, I am up $1,000 on my 1 to 2 risk to reward. So on this day in 10 minutes, I made $1,000 and I am on the West Coast, so Pacific Standard Time. It's 7:11 a.m. in the morning. Most people on the West Coast are just getting in their car with their cup of coffee to drive to the office, but I'm already up $1,000 on the day and I'm done. I'm not trading anymore. I made $1,000. Call it a day. Now let's go look at another example on NQ. This is another popular futures that people trade. So another quick run through. We're on the 5 minute chart. We're going to get our rectangle tool and we are going to find the 930 candle and we are going to mark the wicks from top to bottom. That establishes our opening range. We then are going to move down to the 1 minute time frame and scroll back. So the reason I bring this one up is because you have to pay attention to the breakouts and you have to determine for your strategy what constitutes a breakout in your opinion. So this is why I bring this one up. We have our range established and technically right here we get a breakout, but you have to keep this in mind. NQ is a ticker that can move hundreds of points in a day. So if we expand this out and we zoom in a lot, you can see the top of our range right here is at 25,300, 25,300. This breakout right here, the bottom wick of this is 25,305, 25,305. This is only a $5 movement. Well, this candle right next to it alone, 25,306 all the way down to 25,260. So this one candle in 1 minute moved over 40 points. So this right here is not a big enough breakout for me to call this a break on my break and retest. But if you want to classify this as a break, you would have waited for this to retouch the zone right here. As soon as it did, you would have went long and set your stop loss down here, and you would have targeted a 1 to 2 fixed risk to reward ratio somewhere up here, and you would have immediately lost out the other side like 3 minutes later. 2.5 minutes later, you would have been down $500 in my scenario. So I don't call this a breakout. Is what I do is it needs to be at least 25 to, I prefer 30 points, honestly. But if it's 25, 30 points, sometimes I'll make a little bit of flexibility. I'll allow that on my strategy. So as this day plays out, let's just take a look right here. I don't call this a break. It comes out the other side, immediately reclaimed. And then this right here to me is a breakout of the opening range. So now at this point, I get my breakout. I'm waiting for a retest of the midpoint for my strategy. Both of these would have been very close to each other and they both would have played out. Right here, if you're doing option one that we talked about off of gold, as soon as it retests, you're going in. Let's say you get in somewhere around here. You have your stop loss at the bottom part of the zone, 57.75. Let's just call it 58. So we know we're targeting 116 points. So right here, you can see you would have about 58 points here. You're looking for 116. We're close, 116.25. You would have entered right here at 10:34 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And where this actually would have ticked you out in profit is 10:54 Eastern Standard Time. So in 22 minutes, you would have had a 1-to-2 risk to reward if you just simply wait for a zone retest. Now, again, like I said previously, I wait for a midpoint retest, which we do get right here. I would then have my stop loss at the bottom, which is 32.5. So I am looking for a 65 point take profit target here. And you can see how quickly, literally, look at this right here, 10:35. At 10:36 in 1 minute, I would have made $1,000 targeting a $500 to $1,000 risk to reward system in 1 minute. And my time, again, Pacific Standard, this would have been, I would have been up $1,000 at 7:36 in the morning while most people are still clocking into their 9 to 5, or in this case, their 8 to 5. So this strategy works. It's very simple. It's easy to execute. You could be a very, very beginning basic trader and be able to execute and pull this off. There's two examples of two different strategies that you can use. And the important thing is your strategy needs to be your own. You can make your strategy whatever you want. So if you're a seasoned trader and maybe your strategy just isn't working anymore, go back to the KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. The more simple it can be, I'm not saying this strategy has an insanely high win rate. The opening range break does not have a 60% win rate. It actually lands, depending on how tight you constrain everything on backtesting, anywhere from 45% to 53%. But like we said in the beginning of the video, if you have a 1-to-2 risk to reward system in place that you follow pretty consistently being 95% of the time or more, all you need to do is win 33, 34% of your trades and you are break even. You are not losing money. And with that being said, 95% plus of day traders fail, and it's typically because of risk management. So if you have good risk management, a strategy that wins at least 33% of the time, and you consistently target a 1-to-2 risk to reward, you will be some of the select few that actually make money in day trading. Thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And also, the first link in the description of this video is our Discord community. We have this community up to over 2,700 people in under 30 days since we started it. We're experiencing incredible growth, and it's day traders talking about strategy, talking about the system that I built and the website that I built to help day traders, and we'd love to see you in there.